364 on fuel. But you see fresh tires on the bottom on Casey Kane, the 9 car, how he'll just drive by him.
Jamie McMurray pulling down on Casey Mears and trying to rebound. Now McMurray's the second place car, but he is 14 seconds behind Dale Jr.
Yeah, but he's driving away from his closest adversary, I think, which is Kurt Busch in the 2. McMurray is driving off and leaving him.
All right, there's 1 second between second and third. About 15 seconds between Earnhardt Jr. and McMurray. Let's show you the distance. Jr. comes off turn number 4. And it's about half a lap back to Jamie Mack.
But he just ran a 31.66. The lap before that, Kurt Busch back there in third ran a 30.71.
Here's McMurray, the orange car. And about a second behind him comes Kurt Busch. And you're right, at this moment, McMurray is quicker with 40 laps to go.
But Dale Jr.'s got nothing to lose. I mean, he might as well sit there and play this hand all the way out to the very end.
He almost did right there.
Well, he can lose his race car now.
As long as he doesn't become the cause.
That's right. That was pretty ugly.
Scott Speed just made a pit stop, too fast entering. Bill Elliott makes what could be his last stop of the night. Dale Jr. is running 31.60s, McMurray 31 flat.
Yeah, he's given up a lot of time, and like I said, though, he doesn't have anything to lose. He might as well stay here until he has to absolutely out of fuel. Who knows? Might get that caution.
Well, we know this is when these drivers really start to ramp it up. You start getting up on the edge because you know the end is getting nearer and nearer.
Yeah, I'd say, Larry, in most cases, your car's as good as it. I mean, you've worked on it all night. You got it as good as you're going to get it. And now it's all in the driver's hands. Get me all you can.
Casey Mears took out the pit road. He's not been there since lap 300. On the last pit stop, watch Tony Stewart coming out. Watch the crewman right there get bumped by the rear spoiler of Stewart's car. Sends one of Greg Biffle's crew to the ground.
Wow.
And here's Steve.
And Mike, the injured crewman was Kevin McDowell, the rear tire carrier. He was just put onto a golf cart of sorts and taken to the infield care center. He was in good spirits. He was smiling, but he was limping. But again, shaking hands with the other guys on the team. Kevin McDowell, the rear tire carrier, headed to the infield care center.
Thanks, Steve. See those sparks coming from the right rear of Dale Jr.'s car? Every time he goes off in that corner, something is hitting the racetrack.
I really haven't paid that much attention, Mike. Let's see if we can get a handle on it. Back of the car looks mighty low, I'll say that.
It's at the other end of the speedway when he goes in the turn. Something in the right rear suspension appears to be hitting the ground, or it could be a tailpipe perhaps.
And definitely that's where the track is the bumpiest, getting down into turn 1.
Yeah, you'll hear the drivers all the time talking about going into turn 1. Right here you go up and over. Yeah, I'd say that's a tailpipe probably, or maybe the skirt on the right side dragging a little bit.
Now he's running 55 laps.
Pit this time. 4 tires.
And that will be 56 laps on this tank of fuel and tires.
So Junior leads 10 laps of this race. And now, failing to get a caution, comes in for what could be his final stop of the night with 35 laps to go. And here's Krista.
Dale Jr.'s crew is trying to redeem themselves and give their driver what he needs. Back on lap 300, they had a bad stop. They were going for 4. They dropped the jack after 2. They said, "We are sorry, Junior. We screwed you on that one." This time, 4 tires as they work around to give Dale Jr. back on the racetrack. 4 tires for Junior.
Pretty good stop there, guys.
He was a good stop.
He will stay on the lead lap, it appears, but will likely drop down out of the top 20.
Yeah, I don't know if he's going to get back up to speed or not, because there goes McMurray in that one car, and there he is on the apron.
There's no way you can make a stop there and not lose that lap.
A caution flag, though, would put him right back in play. We have 33 laps to go in the Coke 600. Joplin, Missouri's Jamie McMurray, in his first season back with Chip Ganassi's team, won the Daytona 500, and he's out in front tonight by 2 seconds over Kurt Busch. His best finish in this race, 4th in 2004.
Now this right here, Mike, Larry, this will get your attention. You're leading this race and you come off that corner and you say, whoa, don't want to wreck this thing leading the race for no reason.
But how many times have we seen that where you're on the bottom, a car above you, it just kind of pulls your car around, especially if your car is a little free to begin with.
Denny Hamlin didn't want to go a lap down, and here comes Dale Jr. on fresh tires, trying to get his lap back. Here's Kurt Busch, the second place car, 1.9 seconds behind.
Is that Jamie was saying maybe getting a little loose off?
I think that was Kurt. Back to Matt Kenseth in third. Now he's 7 seconds off the lead.
And he's got company back there in that 31 car, Jeff Burton, just a little ways behind him. You see him right there in the cat car.
Burton's done a nice job tonight. I thought he had the car to win this race there for a good while. But the 2 and the 1 have just picked up the pace so much.
And David Rudiman's back up at the top 5.
Good for him. He's been there all night long. Probably most consistent car, he and the 2 all night long.
Last year's winner. And Kyle Busch has fought back from adversity, some of it self-imposed. A pit road collision as he was coming out of his pit. And he's now 10 seconds off the lead, along with Clint Boyer. Running 7th, started 10th.
Yeah,
big crash for Marcus Ambrose. And that changes everything with 24 laps to go.
I don't think this is going to play into the 1's car's hands. He's just hadn't been that good on these short runs, on these restarts. Perfect for the 2, though, because he's pretty good. At this
7, up by the wall.
Yeah, he just gets up here a little too high and loses it, and it just kind of comes around. You can't catch it. But you know what, Mike? At this point, if you said who's going to win this race, I don't have a clue.
Right.
Because anybody in the top 10 right now could win this race.
For the 3rd time tonight, Denny Hamlin receives the free pass. That's called being in the right place at the right time.
Those are things that you look back on and win your championship.
Yes.
And the thing about it, Dale Earnhardt Jr. in the 88 with much fresher tires was reeling him in, but he didn't get by him before the caution came out.
Wow, that's a hard hit way on the right side of the screen. Lifted all 4 tires up off the ground, and Ambrose, the Tasmanian, is okay and out of the car. Pit road's open, and here they come. Dick Bergman.
And Bono told his driver Jamie McMurray 2 tires, put it close to the wall. McMurray does exactly that. We're going to put a little bit of gas in it, but not very much. Steve.
Dick, right side tires only for Matt Kenseth. He wants track position, right sides only. Krista.
When the caution came out, the 2 guys started clapping. They knew their driver couldn't catch Jamie the way it was. Air pressure and 2 tires, Matt.
Right side tires only for Kyle Busch. He said he just needs to turn better to the center of the corner. Oh, issues again for Kyle Busch.
Well, I'm going to tell you, it was kind of a no-brainer going with 2 tires. We only had about 20 laps, but the 2-car Kurt Busch, Matt Kenseth in the 17, they beat that 1 car off pit road that time.
Yeah, this is not working out well for Jamie Mack at all.
Brad Keselowski too fast entering. He'll serve a penalty. And let's show you what Matt was talking about. As here is Kyle Busch, and almost takes his own crewman with him.
That'd have been big if he'd have drugged that air gun with him. That'd have been another penalty.
22 laps to go. What'll happen next?
This is our 10th season on Fox. Wow, 10 years. That's a long time for a team to stay together in this sport.
Well, it's always better when we're together. Yeah, it's always better when we're together.
And it's been our great pleasure every step of the way to bring this great sport to your living rooms. each week.